Hey guys, I have not streamed in, I don't know exactly how long, probably about a month at this point, and I'm sure you're probably wondering what's been going on with me, so I thought I would make another update video. I guess, first off, I'll talk about why I kind of started streaming and then stopped again. Honestly, a big part of it was that I was having really severe internet issues at my dad's house. You know, it's like one of the most frustrating things to try to start a stream and you prepare all this mental energy with all the other shit I'm dealing with and get up there and then, the stream just shits out on you and it sucks. But, another problem that I was having was that my hands are just fucked. They're worse than they've ever been for sure. And there's some reasons for that, which I'll get into. It's just really hard for me to do even turbo speedruns right now. Though I think I might be able to do some. I'm not really sure. I might be trying to do that in the future. But I definitely can't speedrun every day. There's absolutely no way. I also enjoy the stadium streams, but they are not really a long-term solution for me, I don't think. There's only so much content there, even if I did make a record push again. Anyway, I have good news and bad news, more like the worst possible news and okay news. I guess I will start off with the bad news, which is that I had to put Misty down. That was a week ago now that happened. She was having a lot of trouble walking. It was getting worse and worse, and we noticed that her back right foot, her joint, was like completely loose. Her foot was, if it's supposed to be straight ahead, it would flip all the way to the right, like 90 degrees from the direction her leg was facing, and she just couldn't walk anymore. We didn't know what happened. We didn't know what was going on. It was really sudden, and so she couldn't walk at all. So my dad and I were having to pick her 165 pound body up and bring her outside so she could use the bathroom, and then pick her up and bring her back in, 3 times a day. And other than that, she was just laying in the bed, relatively happy as could be. Honestly, her mood and temperament were really good there. Because of that, I searched for a way to fix it. We were looking into, getting x-rays done, getting orthopedic surgery done, fusing the joint or whatever it was that she needed. And a lot of the places were like, oh, well, we can see her in 3 weeks. And, we can get her in a consult for 2 weeks. And then surgery would be another 2 weeks or whatever it was. And, by this point, it had already been about a week because all of this was happening during like Christmas, New Year's and stuff. I couldn't really get her in to see anyone. And my dad is, getting older, and obviously my hands and arms are fucked. So we were both really, really struggling to move her around. Like, it was incredibly difficult, and it was basically becoming impossible. So, we're thinking to ourselves, what the hell are we going to do? Waiting 2 or 3 more weeks just to even, hopefully, and then she has to recover from the surgery. Like, what is that going to look like? And we just didn't know what to do, but I still really wanted to go through with that, push myself to the limit or whatever. But then I took her into, finally, after New Year's, we took her into a different vet, and they did an examination on her and determined that she had an osteosarcoma in her joint. Basically, the cancer had eaten out her right joint, and there was just basically no hope for her at all. So I had to make a really, 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 really difficult decision, and now she's gone. My sweet baby, Misty. And that's obviously been really, really hard for me, and I miss her like crazy. I love her so much. I'll always love that dog. I'll never, ever forget the time we spent together. But as a result of that, I have had a little bit more freedom to kind of do what I need to do. Basically every decision that I've made in the past couple of years has been around her, since she's had a lot of trouble walking, and I got to take care of her. I need to be in a place where she can be. When I first went to Leo's house in April 2020 or something. I arrived to Leo's house, and the first night I got there, I remember he was already asleep, and I get to his first floor. You know, I walk in, and there's no bedrooms on the first floor. There's a big flight of stairs to get up. And so I'm like, oh my God, because she can't get up the stairs like at all. And even if you force her to, she really doesn't want to. So I go up the stairs to his second floor, and I'm looking around, and there's still no bedrooms. I went up a third double flight of stairs to get upstairs, and finally, I'm like, oh my God, this is not going to work. So we wound up, I basically was living in Leo's living room. We drug the bed and desk down there, and it was fine. But that's just one example of, you know, how things were becoming difficult to make sure that she was taken care of. So I have a little bit more freedom now, and that's why I am now here, which is a background you probably don't recognize because it's never been on stream before as far as I know. But this is my mom's house. I'm in New Orleans right now. The reason I'm here is because I made an appointment to see a hand specialist down here. It's like their whole department. That's all they do is deal with people's upper extremities. That this is the good news, by the way. It was pretty promising, actually. It was the first doctor I felt like had really listened to me and had taken me seriously right off the bat. He was quick to take action. I mean, he took x-rays of my hands within like 6 minutes of me walking in the office. It took like 2 or 3 months to get them to do that when I was in going through the Michigan healthcare system. And it was funny because he guessed that I was doing some sort of like extremely repetitive motion with my hands just by looking at the x-rays, and I told him what I did, and he seemed confident and hopeful that he was going to be able to do something to help me. So what they've done so far is put me on a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication, which the name I don't remember, it probably doesn't matter, which I take daily, and then what he described as, I quote, an aggressive physical therapy routine that I will be starting in, it's like in his place over there. So they know what they're doing when it comes to hands and stuff. I'll start my first appointment there here in New Orleans. So that's where I'm going to be for at least, I don't know, until that pans out. And if that doesn't work, then he said, you know, we might look at some more aggressive things like surgery or, you know, whatever. But he seemed helpful, willing to help, and eager to help, and positive about it overall. So considering what I've been through with doctors so far, I am hesitant to be hopeful about it. I guess I just have that kind of, I don't know, trepidation, fear, or whatever of being too hopeful. But I mean, I'm doing what I can right now about it. I guess I'll say that I have this really, really strong desire to make a comeback, to be engaged in competitive gaming again, and as much as possible, and in as many ways as possible. I want to do Smash again. I want to do speedruns consistently, streams consistently. I guess I'm just saying, like, you know, you might think that like, oh well, maybe I'm kind of giving up or whatever, but like I'm not. I'm really not. I'm depressed as can be. I struggle with this and my stomach problems all the time, but that desire is still there for me 100%. I want it really badly, so I'm not going to give up. So I guess then all that's left is, well, what am I going to do in the meantime? Well, I don't know. I don't know exactly. I have some ideas for some less strenuous / competitive content that I think would be interesting. And there's always the commentaries that I've been doing, and I have some other ideas for like collaboration type stuff that would have me using my hands less. The internet here also isn't like super amazing. I've actually streamed here before, and it's about the same as it was then. It's relatively good, but sometimes spotty. I guess you can maybe look forward to some kind of streams relatively soon. I would say, you know, within maybe a week or something, you might see me. So I guess look forward to that. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, then feel free to post it in the comments or send me a message on Discord. I might either A, have someone type the message for me, or B, use voice to text, which can be very, very spotty / confusing when you're using like gamer words, you know? But other than that, I guess that is the update video. That's where I am right now. I'll say that I miss Misty a lot, like crazy. I love that dog. But, you know, all things considered, I am doing okay with that. I'm actually around some really, really awesome dogs here at my mom's house, which was like part of the reason that I came here so quickly, and that's definitely been helpful. And you know, other than not being used to having an empty bed, and having that thing where it's like, go take care of Misty, go take care of Misty, like constantly in my head. Sometimes I'm doing okay with that. I'm not doing okay with the rest of it, but I'm trying. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you guys soon, and hopefully I will have some more good news soon, right? That's what we're hoping for with all this. So yeah, I guess that's it. See you next time.